I used to be a big time hobby girl growing up. And then I went to college and I stopped painting, stopped crocheting, stopped sketching, stopped making clay art, stopped playing the ukulele, stopped journaling, stopped writing, and stopped reading for fun. Hello, my name is Zoya. I'm an undergraduate student at Miranda House College, University of Delhi. And much like any other college student, my hobbies are dead. So I'm back home for the semester break, and every single day I wake up haunted by the memories of me doing things for fun in this place that has apparently become a foreign idea now. In the summer of 2022, before I moved to Delhi, my silly little hobbies are what kept me sane amidst the confusion and anxiety of entrance results and college admissions. In today's episode of Zoya Learns New Grandma Hobbies, I made this tote bag! I made it by myself from scratch. And then I moved out and I carried my paintbrushes and my sketchbook and my crochet needle and my ukulele, and I haven't touched any of those things ever since, not even once in the 2 years almost that I've been there. Initially, I thought it was a me problem, but then I looked around and I realized that nobody I know has hobbies anymore. So as soon as you step into the world of adulthood, you just stop doing things that you used to do purely for the sake of them bringing joy to you. And that's kind of concerning if you think about it. Obviously, everyone has different college experiences, but for most people, college will probably be the first time in your life when you feel like you don't have any time, because you won't. And of course, it has to do with hustle culture. I feel like I have such a hard time juggling together classes and assignments and society work and positions of responsibility and everything, that any time that is left, I would not rather spend it on something that wouldn't provide me with some tangible returns, or something that does not have a monetary aspect that you can't monetize or make some money off of. It also has to do with digital distraction. Even if we have any time left throughout our day, we'd rather spend it either creating or consuming content, that both of us are doing right now. For whatever the reasons might be, I think we can collectively agree to the fact that our hobbies have taken a backseat in our lives, and I want to change that. Now, I cannot promise myself that I will definitely always find time for all my hobbies, but I can spend some of my time doing some of these things right now. So today I will be revisiting my hobbies, and hopefully this will give you some motivation to do that yourself. So like the very eclectic personality that I am, my hobbies have variety. Okay, I like doing things that both 8-year-olds would do and what 80-year-olds would do. And I think that might be a reason why I don't find time for these hobbies anymore, because even if I have some time and I want to spend it doing any of these things, I have had so many hobbies in the past that if I want to do something, I cannot decide what to do and I end up doing nothing at all. So for today, I have made a list of 3 of my old hobbies that I would like to revisit. And I didn't want this to feel like work that I can check off from my to-do list. So the list is only in my head, probably for the first time in my entire life. So the first thing that I'm doing is baking, and I'm particularly excited for this one because baking is not something that I can do everywhere, certainly not in Delhi, because you need things to bake. Most importantly, you need an oven, and we only have that at home. When I was growing up, we did not have a microwave, and I used to dream of being a baker someday. It has been my all-time dream to own a bakery someday, and I would just watch so many baking videos all the time. I knew every baking channel on YouTube, and I was obsessed. So when we first got this thing, this is a microwave that converts into an oven in the convection mode. I tried baking everything I could on it, and I definitely miss this a lot when I'm not here. I don't enjoy cooking. I only cook because it's like a necessary life skill to have. But baking is something I actually enjoy doing. I don't know what it is, but just the smells and the end product, it's all very, it's amazing. I love baking. I am sweating like crazy. absolutely love this. Oh my god, this might just be one of my best baked things yet. Cinnamon, great idea. Put cinnamon in your cakes, guys. Amazing.
Now, one can argue that this looks more like a slightly overweight pancake than a pound cake, but I swear this tasted really, really delicious. My parents don't really like cake, but they absolutely loved this one. And after making this, or should I say after baking this, I realized that cinnamon is my favorite spice now. And before going back to Delhi, I baked twice again. Once I made a chocolate cake that was kind of a disaster, and then I made another cinnamon cake with almonds that was amazing again.
My history of sewing dates back to 2022, I guess, right before I went to college. I was interested in it for about 3 months, and I think the first actual thing that I sewed was a tote bag that I was very proud of. I sewed in a sleeping mask, and I sewed 2 coin purses as much as I remember. And then I tried sewing a chiffon top from scratch, and I had many meltdowns doing that, and that was the end of it. I never tried sewing again. So today I'm gonna attempt to make a skirt. I'm gonna make a mini frill skirt, and for the first time in my life, the inspiration is not Pinterest. It is actually a skirt that I owned when I was a child. It was very cute. But before I get started, I think I need to talk about the equipment of choice. This is my Nanna's sewing machine, and it is older than my mother. Since I have never seen my Nanna, because she passed away before I was born, I feel like this is the only tangible remnant of her that's left back, and it just makes me feel like I know her somehow.
Looking at this also made me think about how now, in modern times, products like these do not look the way they did before. Of course, because of such mass production of goods. Like, look at this machine. Look at that design. Look at that detail. As compared to a modern day sewing machine that would probably look something like this. I think we're losing the value of artistic uniqueness now, and products are just products as compared to a statement of someone's craftsmanship like it used to be. And this is just an example. The same goes with vintage houses and modern houses. I hate how we're becoming largely uniform in appearance, lacking any distinctiveness and character. Basically, what I'm saying is that modernity has failed us. But yes, that's a conversation for another time. I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this sewing machine is. So intricately made, so detailed, so elegant. I think this is one such family heirloom that I've taken upon myself to preserve for generations to come.
So the fabric that I'm using is this beautiful gingham print. I cannot for the life of me find a good tutorial that's not an hour long. This took me about an hour to get right, but we finally have the frills. We don't have sewing pins, so I'm using these paper pins instead. I have no idea why we have these. These are like notice board pins. This is far from perfect, but that's okay, it is what it is. I think I'm done. Not too bad actually.
For the last hobby to revisit, I obviously decided to paint. The only empty pages I could find were in this really old drawing notebook that was probably bit by a mouse at the corner. I'd made my first of many paintings of the Starry Night here, and only one of Sunflowers by Van Gogh. I used watercolors, although I have a love-hate relationship with them because they were the only ones available. I realized how painting out of everything in the world is the only hobby of mine that I can never, ever, ever get over or leave behind. I can't stop reading, I can't stop crocheting, but I absolutely cannot stop painting because I've been doing that since I was like 5 years old, or even less. I go for months without painting, or in this case, years. But every time I do, it makes me feel like the exact same way it did before. It brings me the same calm, the same tranquility. I painted fruits because it was summertime, and when I thought I'd paint one picture, I painted 3. I had all the fun in the world returning back to my old hobbies. They brought in a sense of nostalgic joy that I can't really explain in comprehensible language. It's only to be experienced, and I hope you get to experience it too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again in another one, probably really soon. Bye!